Sister Wives Janelle Brown throws major shade at villain Kody after he reveals sinister motivations for pursuing her. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown has gotten over her relationship with Kody Brown, but she's not afraid to throw some shade his way when it's warranted. Janelle was married to Kody from 1993 to 2022. During their 29-year spiritual marriage, the couple had multiple children together: Madison, Savannah, Logan, Hunter, Garrison, and Gabriel. During this time, Kody was also married to Mary Brown, Cristin, and Robin. One by one, his first 3 wives ditched him, leaving Kody with one wife left, Robin. Janelle and Kody have been in mourning this year after their son Garrison's tragic death. Janelle shared a humorous update on her Instagram stories to let her followers know that even though Kody is in her past, he will never completely leave her. The Sister Wives star posted a photo of a tea towel containing a message that hit close to home: family drama, the gift that keeps on giving. On top of the photo, Janelle added her own message, saying that she couldn't pass up buying this tea towel, which she spotted while at a holiday show in Greenville over the weekend. She added multiple crying laughing emojis. Ever since Sister Wives debuted way back in 2010, the Brown family hasn't been able to escape the non-stop drama in their lives, which has been mostly spearheaded by patriarch Kody. After all, he's the reason why Janelle, Cristin, and Mary couldn't handle being in relationships with him anymore and decided to ditch him for a far brighter future. Unfortunately for his exes, the drama keeps following them around, which isn't surprising since they're all still starring on Sister Wives. In the currently airing Sister Wives Season 18, Kody is continuing to deal with the aftermath of Janelle, Cristin, and Mary leaving him. Nobody was happy in these relationships, and yet having the 3 of them break up with him didn't seem to make him any happier. He's been in a plural marriage for so long that he doesn't really know how to handle being in a monogamous relationship. Robin's worried that he'll leave her, and Kody's worried about what the future holds amid all this turmoil. Janelle clearly found the message on the tea towel to be extremely humorous, and it was. Despite facing so much stress in recent years, from leaving Kody to mourning the loss of her son, she's still able to find moments of levity that can put a smile on her face. Since she can't completely shut Kody out of her life, she's making the most of it and throwing shade along the way. Humor can be great medicine, and Janelle sure knows how to take advantage of that. It had been a tumultuous year for Janelle Brown. With all the upheaval and drama surrounding the Brown family, she had finally reached a breaking point with Kody, the man she had spent decades alongside, navigating the ups and downs of their plural family. But as her children grew older and her own sense of self strengthened, Janelle found herself questioning everything about their life and Kody's intentions, especially as secrets began to emerge, painting Kody in a darker light than she'd ever imagined. One crisp autumn evening, Janelle sat on her porch, sipping a warm cup of tea as the sun dipped below the horizon. She had just finished a call with Cristin, who was happily engaged to David Woolley and thriving in her new life away from Kody. Cristin had been her rock throughout the family's roller coaster ride, and Janelle often found herself seeking Cristin's guidance and listening to her encouragement to step out of Kody's shadow. Recently, Kody had confessed to Janelle his reasons for pursuing her back in the day, and his words had left her reeling. As he rambled on in his characteristic, roundabout way, Kody had revealed a truth that, in his mind, was harmless, but that felt chilling to Janelle. He had initially pursued her, he explained, because he saw her as a means to achieve security and stability, something he feared he couldn't manage alone. It was never about love, he said, his voice casual and detached, as though discussing a business transaction rather than the foundation of a marriage. Janelle had sat there, speechless, processing the confession. All those years, she had tried to make things work, to create a supportive partnership with him. She had hoped for respect, maybe even love, but now she felt as though she'd been used, her loyalty exploited. Kody's sinister motivations left her feeling hollow and betrayed. That evening, as she sat on the porch, she thought about all the ways Kody had taken advantage of her. From financial decisions that benefited him to the emotional labor she poured into keeping peace within the family, Janelle had invested so much of herself into this relationship, only to realize that Kody's intentions had been shallow from the start. The next day, Janelle decided to make her feelings known, in her own subtle yet pointed way. She logged onto social media, intending to post a quote she'd found recently. The quote read, "Some people will only love you for what they can take from you. When you no longer serve their interests, they'll show you who they truly are." She posted it with a simple caption, "Time for a new perspective." Almost immediately, the comments began pouring in. Fans were quick to pick up on the shade, many leaving messages of support for her newfound independence. "You deserve better," Janelle, one commenter wrote. "It's time for you to prioritize your happiness," another added. Janelle smiled, feeling a warmth she hadn't felt in a long time. The support from others, from people who saw her worth beyond Kody's narrow view, gave her strength. Kody, of course, saw the post and was less than thrilled. He texted her within minutes, accusing her of trying to tarnish his reputation. "Why are you airing dirty laundry for the whole world to see?" he demanded. But Janelle had had enough of his manipulation. "This isn't about you, Kody," she replied calmly. "This is about me finding my own path, one that doesn't involve bending over backward to suit your needs." Her newfound voice shook Kody, who was accustomed to the wives bending to his will. For years, he had taken their loyalty for granted, confident that they would always be there, devoted to a dream he painted with bold strokes but no depth. But with Cristin gone and Janelle drawing boundaries, his control over the family was slipping. Janelle didn't stop there. With Cristin's encouragement, she began to envision a life where she could focus on herself and her goals, a life unshackled from Kody's expectations. She started making plans for a road trip to visit Maddie and her grandchildren, spending time with her kids and reestablishing a bond with her children without the weight of the family drama. Each step she took away from Kody's world was one toward her own sense of freedom. During a conversation with Cristin, Janelle opened up about Kody's revelation and the pain it caused her. "Can you believe that?" she asked, shaking her head. "All these years, and he admits that he saw me as a financial asset rather than a partner. It's as if he never really valued me as a person." Cristin's eyes softened. "I'm so sorry, Janelle, but look at how strong you are now. You've spent years putting yourself last, but it's time to put yourself first. It's not easy, but look at what you've already accomplished. You don't need Kody to validate you." Janelle felt a sense of resolve hardening within her. She had always been the calm, steady one, the peacekeeper. But now she was ready to shake things up, not out of spite, but out of a newfound loyalty to herself. Over the next few weeks, Janelle continued dropping hints, both online and in her interactions with Kody, about her shifting priorities. She posted photos of herself smiling with her children, exploring nature, trying new things, each post reflecting her transformation. Kody, unable to ignore the changes, grew increasingly frustrated. His attempts to pull her back into his orbit were met with calm defiance. She wasn't going to play his games anymore. One evening, Kody made a last-ditch attempt to reel her back in. He'd arrived unannounced at her home, his face flushed with frustration. "I don't understand what's going on with you, Janelle," he said, his voice tinged with a desperation she'd never heard before. "Are you really going to throw away everything we've built?" Janelle met his gaze steadily. "Kody, I didn't throw anything away. You did, the moment you decided that I was just a part of some plan rather than a partner. I spent years trying to make this work, but I deserve someone who values me for who I am, not just for what I can provide." Kody tried to argue, but for the first time, Janelle didn't let him steer the conversation. She stood her ground, laying out every way he had failed to be the partner she deserved, every selfish choice he had made at her expense. By the time she finished, Kody was speechless. As he left, Janelle felt a strange sense of peace wash over her. She knew it wouldn't be easy, that there would be days of doubt and sadness. But she also knew she was on the path to something better, a life where she called the shots and where her happiness wasn't contingent on Kody's whims. With a smile, she went back inside, feeling lighter than she had in years. The family dynamics might still be complicated, but Janelle was done being a pawn in Kody's game. From now on, she was determined to be the author of her own story. And as she looked out into the starry night, she knew that she was finally free.